Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver. We're back at another late night bizarre session. I got 2 games for you because I have my free rank ticket for the day. Now, listen, I just got a 10-piece. I'm just fresh off of a 10-piece. I hate the randomized enchantment mechanic because it is the ultimate method of gambling, and I got slow 2 or 3 times in a row. I don't remember. Oh no, it was slow twice, crit once. Ugh. Anyways, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, yes, this is pretty dog shit. What was my 10-piece? It was another Weathering Glass game. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do I care about getting the EXP here? I guess I do, but it's like, I don't really have anything that I want to put down. Do we want to get a lighter? Not really. But, like, when you slow, a weapon gains 1 damage, or 5 damage, why not? Why not? When you slow, a weapon gains 5 damage for the fight. There's a lot of synergy that you can get with that. Slow Vanessa is actually kind of cracked, until you know, run into a full freeze ice club pig with a 100% crit chance, and you take quadruple your max health because the pig got to half health and they froze all of your items, which instantly charged the ice club, and you just instantly die. You know, potato, potato, tomato, tomato, you know, it is what it is. Easy clap in the chat, right? Easy clap in the chat.
Waste of gun
Well,
powder.
I mean, here it is. We have it. Do I want to level up here? The thing is, I do, but also, like, I'm not a big fan of either of those things, but it is what it is. I'm not buying ambergris. I'm not buying ambergris. Get a small non-weapon? Sure. So we kind of got the worst of all worlds. I highly doubt we can win this. Like, they would have to have, like... It would have to be shield Vanessa, and the pufferfish would have to be that fast, and they would have to have no regeneration. If it's weapon Vanessa, I think we're cooked. Okay, sure. I don't think we win. Because, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to... I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it is a shield Vanessa that's putting up no damage of any kind, but you have life preserver, so you full heal after you die. It's like, by the time the storm comes, I'll be dead. Your armor's never gonna get pierced by the storm. Like, what the heck, guys? So you're gonna be dead in 2 seconds, but, like, you know, you've got a shield. Rocket Boots, Shadow Cloak, Life Preserver. I mean, this is one of the few builds that we could have won against if you didn't, you know, have a Life Preserver. But you did. I don't really like any of this shit, but here we are. So, if we have an opportunity that's a little bit interesting. I would like to get a shield item at some point, but, I mean, we can kind of just... like, this is not good, but, like, pop snappers aren't good either.
I'm a people person, and sometimes
okay.
I sell stuff. Happy to make
okay.
Sad to say goodbye. So, how about this weather where... Oh, you're leaving. That's good.
So you're getting plus 20 right off the bat. That's pretty nice. I do kind of want to pick up Powderhorn just in case, like if we pivot to ammo or if we get like a potion or something, you know, just a little bit. Can we win against Covetous? We have healing, we have shields. You have like one of the worst weapons of all time, so you know, maybe. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be a little bit risky, but I mean, we do have, like, a pretty decently scaling heal that's only, like, 20 behind your weapon at any given time, and you're already almost half health, and we're full health with a shield. So I think we absolutely rinse you. Okay. Feeling pretty good about this. Keen Eye, Pickpocket. I mean, we kind of just want Shadow Cloak, I'll be real with you. That's not what we... I mean, it's free econ. We have low amounts of money. I think that's fair. Speaking of money, maybe I should have gone for large items. I don't know if we can get a water wheel this early.
Waiting to be filled.
I mean, I'm not gonna... That's pretty nice. Can't complain about that. The Seashell's really strong early game if you stack aquatics. Now, we don't have... So here's the thing. I could add 10 shield to this, and then we could do the Pop Snappers, or I could have the Pop Snappers reload and actually do damage. But we get 10 less shield, but, like, the chum sucks, so what are you gonna do? That is the worst. I don't know why it did that. I tried to put them over here and it went over there. Listen, I gotta be honest with you, this new update, which version 1.02279, in case you're wondering how relevant or how far along the backlog is, or when these episodes were recorded, you know, I think this is the patch where they removed Bob, Beast of Burden. I gotta be real with you, chat. Like, the game is a little bit janky right now. The amount of times that I've sold something trying to enchant it, like you just drag it up a little bit and then it gets sold, is pretty nasty. But also, like, the amount of times I've had some bug with, like, conditional items like the Crow's Nest not functioning properly, where it gives the crit but not the lifesteal, or the lifesteal but not the crit. And the amount of times it's been, like, it's been a little bit weird. This patch has been a little bit weird. You know, not to be, like, I don't want to be rude or anything like that, you know. The game's fantastic. I still play it multiple times every day. Every single time I eat, you know I'm playing the Bazaar. Every single time I'm doing anything, you know, that's free time, you know I'm playing the Bazaar. The Bazaar is based as heck, gamers. So what do we want here? We want to econ until we get a water wheel, then we want to win the game. And we would prefer a weathering glass over a pufferfish. That is my dream. But you know what?
Let's go!
A force field also kind of works. So, like, a force field does kind of work, chat. It really does kind of work. Now, right now, Pop Snappers are not doing anything for us if the enemy has a shield, because, well, you know. I mean, I guess it's, like, slightly reducing the damage that we take, so it's like Pop Snappers are mitigation. But, I don't know, I'm getting a little scared here, guys. I'm getting a little scared here. Gonna need big seaweed. Gonna need big seaweed.
The sparks, beautiful.
Gonna need big seaweed, but unfortunately wasn't there. But we did get some money. Now, yeah, I guess, like,
Let's chat.
JJ, you're crazy.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your
I really want, like, if you're giving me large items, I'm here for it. But, unfortunately...
The world is pretty scary. You might want some armor.
We're not gonna level up, but, I mean, sure, give me the pearl, re-roll me, give me the upgraded seashell. The seashell's kind of awesome, honestly. We could try to cheese something. I didn't mean to buy that. I actually didn't mean to buy that. We could try to cheese something out with the, let's just get this shit out of my inventory, please. We could try to cheese something out with the life preserver, but I don't want to do that because, you know, it would be a little bit sketchy. So a dually with 2 wins. Dually's really strong. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm bronze. I don't know anything about the meta. I just feel like dually is strong in my biased opinion. We're gonna get rinsed by Clarence, Brick Buddy, Chem Snail. Yeah, we're dead, dude. Your Clarence is doing 225 damage. I'm healing for 50. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I will admit, in the game that I played, that I got a 10-piece. I only saw one dually. Here's the thing: none of this shit is gonna stay.
Older than me have lived a little. You've learned all you can from me. See Argenta.
Now,
She's
listen. I do want a weathering glass. That's what I want.
No sale.
I want a weathering glass,
Right for you.
and I want a
Every item
water wheel.
finds its buyer. It's a relationship, you know?
I mean, If this is what we've got going on, this is what we've got going on. We can kill you, right? I mean, I keep forgetting that our haste item is this. Which is, like, the worst thing I've seen in my life. The Clamora is gonna be more helpful than you, honestly. Actually, I take that back. The Pearl is gonna be more helpful than you. And I almost clicked on Hydro Dude. We are not fighting Hydro Dude. So, what do I want here? I don't know, ammo stash so I can maybe get rid of the gunpowder or something? I don't know. Do you think our burn can defeat the shield potion? Probably not. But we can sustain a burn stack, actually. So we're actually building burn for the first time in our lives. And honestly, I'm coming around on burn. I think burn's beautiful. I think burn is amazing. Because it procs twice a second and it breaks shields. Which, shields are like, you know, like the shield, weapon damage, pig shield, force field. These things are the bane of any poison build. So, yeah. Now, you know, I want weathering glass. Do I want jellyfish? Yes, I do want jellyfish. Now, why do I want jellyfish? Because this will be more reliable. This is 5 seconds. The pufferfish takes too long, so we'll do something like this. Because the pufferfish, ideally, will be popping off, but until that point in time can be guaranteed, it can't really, you know. We have a star chart.
Another empty chest.
Alright, what are we
waiting
looking
to
for?
be
We're looking for
filled.
poison fire skills. I mean, your burn items have 4 burn.
We made progress
That's a
today.
pretty decent
proud of
DPS
you.
increase. Now, is it good? Would you like to ask this Vanessa?
Set out to dethrone it,
She'll tell us.
not to squabble with
And
nobody.
if she
You should know,
likes
I'm a
our
bit of a
burn,
legend on
then
Lana.
we'll get a funny point. But it looks like she's actually me, but infinitely stronger, because what the hell is this? A good build? Being carried by Figurehead, so you have a lot more damage than you normally would? I mean, fair enough, right? I mean, listen, we're kind of cooking you, but you're cooking me.
Bring her about.
We're
I've
cooking
got another
you?
salvo in.
Oh my god, thank you for the, what is this called? Victories? I mean, our health is called prestige, so I thought maybe victories would be called something else. Like, I don't know, the fight for Pelago or something, I don't know. The Pelago War Fund. Haste slow cooldown items, so I mean, water wheel? I mean, don't mind if I do. What gets to replace that? Probably you. And the thing is, we can do this because it will haste. I mean, it's basically charging the puffer for 4, which is pretty cool. And also, the piranha sucks. I don't really know how diamond small items will exist in our timeline here. And Infernal Envoy has fire stuff, I think, right? Oh yeah, of course. And then Vengeance is good too. Like, I think you're gonna get rinsed, brother. We've got a burn stack that we are stacking. We're positive burn count and burn potency. They're the same thing in this game, but you know, I was making a Limbus reference. It's not bad. When you heal, this gains 2 burn for the fight. This has burn equal to the burn of your non-fire claw items. Can we do something with that? 22 burn every 6 seconds and it's a heal? I mean, that's seaweed cooldown. I don't really know how, like, you know. I think the pufferfish is still probably good, but I don't know. Let's try it out. Here, let's try it out in this fight, please. Oh god, no. I mean, maybe we can get some money. But I don't think I don't think I've ever beat the Lich. The Lich is kind of like insane with it. I mean, yeah, I think the Lich is kind of like insane with it. We're taking 150 damage a second, you know what I mean? we didn't even get 1 money. Yeah, we didn't even get 1 money. How much did this burn for? 26? I mean, 26 is a lot of burn for what we've got going on, but... The jellyfish isn't really doing anything if we're... You know, if we don't have the puffer fish. I actually should have done the math. I think so little of chocolate bars that it's like I don't even think of them. You know what I mean? I think this is still probably a good idea because it's like it just immediately gets us in there.
Go ahead.
I think we lose to most dually
Makes
builds,
this more fun.
unless it's like shield dually that does damage. I was like force field dually, but I see ignition core rocket launcher, and so it's like, yeah, it's kind of like not looking too good for Vanessa here. It's not looking too good for your old pal Vanessa. But, you know, I don't know, maybe. I think they do have the rocket on the wrong side, but maybe I'm just dumb. Like, maybe they're just right. I always thought it would be better to have the rocket launcher charge the ignition core, but maybe I'm just stupid. I could just be dumb. Alright, so... We need
Small items, small
a
people.
large... That's what we need.
I'm
Thank you.
almost sure that was a good trade.
Now... It's time to burn the boats? Is this true?
GSMM manual, page 320. Don't let feelings blind you to profit.
Okay, so we need some sort of... I don't know, this can go. This can go. The thing is, I kind of want, like, the Clamora and the Pearl to be the ones who do it big, you know? So I guess it's the lighter? I'm sorry. So immediately, you get charged for 2. And then in 4 seconds, you get another charge, right? I don't know if we have the ability to proc you yet. Honestly, the pop snappers are the better way to do it, because it's just an adjacent item, charge this for 2. Probably should have bought the wheel. Now that yeah, probably should have bought the wheel. Probably should have bought the wheel. Probably would have done something. Trash Golem, you have jury rigging, don't you? When you use an ammo item reload to a rainbow potion, you say? Now, the problem is that the pop snappers do run out of ammo, but we have won by the point the pop snappers. The fight's over by the time the pop snappers run out of ammo, so I suppose that's fine. I mean, rainbow potion's exactly what you want. Powder keg is not what you want, but sure. Upgrade a silver or lower tier item. It's gotta be the water wheel.
Now
The water
this
wheel is very
will
strong.
Inspire the crew.
Now, how do we get out of the pit? How do we get out of the hole that we've dug ourselves into? Well, it's not super easy. I almost wonder if we should do it like this, because we do lose quite a bit of burn, but you get damage players twice per second. Every burn deals damage, it decreases by 1. Every time burn deals damage. So it loses 2 burn a second. So it's learning, we gain by 3 burn. So it's still technically a gain, and pop snappers are not where we're taking this build in the future. When you burn, charge this by 2. Unfortunately, that's not the way that we're going here. I guess we've... Brother, I think you need to... I think you need to learn when, like, you ask to hang out with somebody, and they're like, hey, I don't really want to hang out right now, and then, like, you go over to their house anyways. Like, it's pretty mean, man. Like, it's pretty, like, inappropriate. You shouldn't do that. Like, it's really not a cool thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's really an inappropriate thing to do. You really shouldn't do that. It's not a very nice thing to
That
do.
was barely seaworthy.
Alright, now that
Choose
he's
weapons.
gone.
Well, that's up to you.
hasten on. Unfortunately, we just don't really have the
I love this
fuel.
stuff so
You know
much,
what I
I'm
mean?
almost happy when you don't buy it.
When the water wheel, the challenge of a water wheel run is that you live long enough to have the water wheel infinitely, like, go, right? The problem is that we're not really working towards anything. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing here that we get for the water wheel going off, you know? Like, there's not really... Nothing here is really to our advantage at all, and we're going to lose every run because there's nothing for us to gain here. You know, the lighter is not good, the pufferfish is not good, I'm sorry. None of these things are good. Now, I believe in the absolute insane copium that we will someday find a weather glass, and we will be able to use it to surpass...
Ideals, not war.
Alright.
Use that for the good of all.
So, step 1. We have, first time you burn, poison, slow, or freeze. This is slow. This is burn. Right? So we're getting ×3 multicast. We need poison, and we need freeze. We can get poison really easily with this funny fella right here. So that's another multicast. Also, we're gonna do it like this. Actually, we're gonna do it like this. Just so that has the burn, right? Now, I do kind of want the wheel, but I don't think that we have the... I'll buy it, but I don't think we have the right to do this. Just because it's like, you know, it's kind of sketchy. Upgrade an item. This is really good.
Kev does good work. We keep each
I mean, I almost want to upgrade the weather glass, but it's got to be the water wheel. I'm sorry.
Don't tell
Just
me
because
Phil
we need it
needs
to be as fast as possible. Poison Tyrant, Viper Tyrant, Thug. I mean, Thug's really cool. I don't think Treasure Turtle has freeze. I'm gonna look that up just because, like, I don't really pay attention to Treasure Turtle because I rarely see Treasure Turtle. Pearl, Clamora, Turtle Shell, blah, blah. I haven't seen a Turtle Shell in so long, man. I think it's gotta be Viper Tyrant just because Poison Tyrant is really good. And we kind of have, you know, I mean, an extract would be nice. Maybe even a poison? No, not a poison potion for sure. Now, as you can see, this is, like, really good. This is, like, stupidly good. We're very happy with this. Now, is it good enough to beat somebody in ranked? I don't know, because I've had a lot of hard times doing that recently.
See that plank?
I almost left without getting this. Crit skills weapon. It's gotta be Orlin.
Has surpassed me in power.
Rightmost poison item has blah blah blah. Kinda sucks. I mean, by that I mean we're absolutely taking it because it's amazing, but we have to move the jellyfish. And that means that we have to move this, and that means we have to move this. Just so that this can have the poison multicast. We do not need a water wheel anymore, thankfully. Pearl's Dig Site is the Hail Mary. Because if we can get a rainbow potion, it's perfect. It's beautiful. I saw the potion and got happy. These are really interesting, by the way. But, you know, we're gonna reroll. I think we'll reroll one more time. And then we'll just take whatever. When you freeze, charge this. Black ice? That shit's terrifying. Honestly, we're rerolling again. Because I was hoping that we could have something that was, like, you know, actually, like, kind of usable. But unfortunately... I mean, we can burn the boats a little bit, right, guys? When you use an adjacent item, charge this 3 seconds. I mean, it'll get hasted. No. I mean, I hate to spend all of my money on plus 2% crit chance, and we got a good shop afterwards, but I'm okay. We'll put the extract in the bag. Move the weathering glass over. Listen, I think that one of the things that I don't do in this game very often is go all in like that. And there were a few things, mostly just the rainbow potion, but like, you know, there are like Jules items that do burn, there are Mac items that do burn and poison. I think, realistically speaking, you could have some fun with some of these Omni items. Now, I think we can win, right? Like, once we start stacking the burn up enough, you're not going to be able to have shields. Well, you know, I say that. And, I was correct. I can't really complain about that now, can I? That was pretty good. Now, it's going to be day 8, and people with better builds are going to be hitting better power spikes, and I wasted all my money because I'm a little bit silly with it. But, I mean, I think...
Imagine the wonders waiting for us in the ground.
You are not better. I mean,
Too much treasure, not enough chest.
Fair enough, Vanessa, fair enough. I'm just gonna take this because it sells for a lot.
Find.
Sells for 16, which is pretty cool. I like that. Now... we don't have a vehicle, so I don't want to do car conductor. Bouncertron? What the hell does Bouncertron do? When you use a weapon? Nah. Nah. Is it Cosmic Rock? I think it's Cosmic Rock. Which isn't the most exciting thing, because it's like low money, low EXP. But... you want Feather? Honestly, Cosmic Amulet would probably be better than Seashell. Maybe? Probably not, it's slower. But it would be gaining haste. When you crit charge this... I mean, we want the skills. We want the skills or we want the feather. We want one of those three things. And we got exactly what we wanted. I'm very happy about that. I'll take the silver tier loot item, put it in the bag, bro. Thank you so much. It's not the silver tier loot item you want. I'm just gonna sell it. I mean, 3 small items from the bazaar. Can any of these be useful to us? I don't think so. Let's see. When you use an adjacent item, haste the other adjacent item for 2 seconds. If this is adjacent to a tool or a food, gains multicast. Haste 1 item for 2 seconds. Haste... no, we already have a slow item. I mean... it's used at the beginning of combat, so even though it has double the... It's fine. Yeah, it's probably alright. Maybe I should just take the max health? Put the max health in the bag, bro?
Reward the peaceful,
I am so glad I came here.
glad we could share this experience today.
Thank you so much. Silent... This is an insane find here, okay? This is, like, literally, like, one of the best things I've ever seen you sell, and unfortunately I can't use it. Because that's not this kind of run, unfortunately. Honestly, we need a better healing item. And the best healing item is Weatherglass with the healing enchantment. For real, on God. So this scares the shit out of me. A day 8 pig who has 1 million wins.
You do.
Because that... Okay, hold on. I think we have a decent shot here. You don't have any regeneration. So this is just how much poison and burn can I stack on you. And by that I mean how much poison can I stack on you, because nothing else matters. Only the poison matters. We're never putting up enough burn to kill you. And the burn is not going to commit to the... It's not going to help the storm. Okay, this is getting a little bit... You revive too, don't you? Yeah, you do that. I think we're completely rinsed. You know what? I think we're completely rinsed. You know, they say Jabalians. Not all Jabalians are pacifists. And you know what? I think I believe you. But this Jabalian is a pacifist, because they are not hurting me. I'm just dying to the storm in the bazaar. That scares the shit out of me. So, we're gonna take an enchantment, and we're gonna put it on the Weathering Glass.
What can I do for you right now?
Do we... no, not absolutely not. We put it on this. Now,
I'm
if
on
we
the
can
edge
get...
of the plank.
The problem that I have is that I take way too long to get a build, because I'm kind of brute forcing builds, because I don't really know how to pilot into every single Vanessa build. So I kind of get into this situation where we don't need this stuff. We don't need this stuff, we need money. I kind of get into this situation.
Might try JJ's
Maybe
shot.
I should have gotten the
Real
Arbalist.
friendly
Maybe that's
guy.
the pivot. Maybe that's the pivot of dreams, honestly. You know? I don't know. But, I don't know if we rinse you. I don't know if we have the healing for that. How much health do you have? I mean, you don't have more health than that pig. You do, every 10 seconds, do a shit ton of damage. So, maybe I do have to be a little careful. But I do want Desperate Cleanse. That would be nice. Also, the EXP is good. I like the EXP. You do have a 20% crit chance to just end my career here, but you don't even get to try it. Sapphire? That's a underrated bit right here. We didn't get it, but would have been nice, I suppose. Enchant an item.
Hello, old friend. Pleased to
Pray. I don't know what you want me to say. This is why I hate the new enchantment meta, because it's like, okay, I have 3 haste enchantments. Do I need 3 haste enchantments? No. I would like literally any other enchantments, and I would be perfectly fine with that. But no, it has to be haste enchantments. It has to be haste enchantments. It just has to be haste enchantments. Every single time. It has to be haste enchantments. Every single time it has to be haste enchantments. I mean, I think it's got to be cooldown reduction, even though the problem that we had there was not cooldown reduction. It was, you know, we got bodied by the unkillable god pig, who was a pacifist. He just let me die in the storm. You know, it's like those Fortnite players who oh no, they're a dinosaur dually, aren't they? That's why they have no wins. It's like a Fortnite player who does pacifist runs in Fortnite, where they get a victory royale without ever killing anybody. They just hide, and then they let their opponents die in the storm. We don't have healing. We can't sustain. I'm sorry, I got 3 haste enchantments. The entire game, I got 3 haste enchantments.
Even
It
a
was
shattered mask
interesting,
isn't fair.
but it just, people in ranked, they have their builds, and they just lock in immediately, you know? We didn't lock in immediately. We didn't get that run off the ground. If we got that run off the ground like 4 days earlier, I think we could get a bronze victory. But unfortunately, that's just in Bizarre Civilization. When you're in ranked, the knives come out, man. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.